Welcome to my desktop, bienvenidos a mi escritorio, me llamo Glostlyn, my name is Glostlyn. And as you can see down there, como ven ahí abajo, vamos a ir al Zenless on Zero. We're going to do the Zenless on Zero, there's an event here. And by Rex request, we're going to do the Sniper one first. Y por petición de Rex vamos a hacer la historia de esa Franco primero, del Sniper. Vamos a hacer el control pro de Nintendo Switch, we're using the Nintendo Switch controller here. And with that said, let's go. Y con eso dicho, vamos. No me gusta mucho a mí ese Sniper, pero hice un lanzamiento así for the lulz y me salió, ¿eh? De hecho, debería equiparla, ¿no? Así hacemos su historia con la misma cosa. A ver qué sacamos aquí. Nos dan cositas, ¿sí? Ok, la. Ah, ya, o sea, nos perdemos lo que conocemos esta vieja, básicamente. It's a story about Phaeton. Rookie proxy. That meets with a young lady on their destiny. Oh, no, es de esos que no tienen voz. Tanto así. Ese Rex es muy loco, ¿eh? Dice, resulta que hizo tal tipo que no me cae bien. Ya fue así. Well, we have been living here for a while. How many jobs have we did on the proxy web? We're just starting. I see. Both our business are starting from zero at the same time. It is normal that it is very slow. Okay. I'm bored. Ah, dices del Transformer. O sea, yo pensé que estás hablando del Spider-Man. en ese Prime, esa Arcee es la que es la moto, ¿no ve? Azul. O sea, de color azul. Porque normalmente esa Arcee es medio rosada, medio blanca, ¿no ve? De color. O sea, en modelo clásico, si quieres. Es buena cosa porque al ser una moto es más chiquitilina, ¿no ve? O sea, más tamaño human. Un poquito más alta, digamos. Y es que es a la serie específicamente, si no me acuerdo mal, ¿no? Que justo siempre va con el prota, que es un tipín de chaqueta azul también, creo, ¿no? Justamente. Okay. In that moment, someone knocks the door. Ah, bien loco que están las cajas siempre. Okay. On the door, there's a man wearing a suit, smiling with a favorable expression and trustworthy as well. But there's something that seems out of place. Well, allow me to introduce you to our new partner. The intermediator here. Okay. I'm Pastor, la. Okay, skips. Troll. O sea, un cómic que explica que por qué es tan chiquitilina. O por qué es diferente su diseño. No, además que siempre en Transformers es un poco más bueno cuando los jefes son más grandes, o sea, el Optimus y el Megatron, y todos los demás Transformers son un poco más pequeños, ¿no? Entonces así te das cuenta que es su jefe porque obviamente es más grande de tamaño cuando ya está transformado, ¿no? Le da autoridad si quieres. Okay, we're going to do a trial thingy to see what we are capable of apparently.
Our first assignment together is a missing person commission. There's no need for combat or venturing into any hollows, so it's completely safe. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to test your skills.
To be honest, it feels like you're just filling your quota with this commission.
Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not trying to pass this off on you. Your ability to navigate the hollow is unquestionable. That's what makes a proxy a proxy. But this role involves more than just that, and this commission is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate those other skills. To be honest, the client barely gave us anything to work with, just pieces of info. That's why this is a perfect chance to show off your skills in gathering intel, spotting details, and negotiating. All the makings of a top-tier proxy.
You've made your point. Guess we can't refuse now. Let's see the job.
Okay, Pastor takes out 3 objects from his pocket. Ah. Odio cuando se pasa muy rápido. Okay, all photography of a woman with her eyes covered. A very old photo. But it is still sharp enough to see. You can see a young blonde girl with her eyes covered and clinging to a wall for some reason. Her silhouette transmits a frailty and a sadness so profound that it seems it could break in any moment. Ahí está el sniper del Rex.
The client has only provided us with these 3 clues. All we know is that the woman in the photo is your target.
Just a photo. So even the client doesn't know her name, identity, or whereabouts? And what's the deal with the harmonica and the sheet music?
The client doesn't seem to have any more info, though it's possible they just don't want to share. But the client did mention if you get stuck, you should try playing the sheet music with the harmonica. Well then, I'll leave this commission in your capable hands. Keep me in the loop if you make any breakthroughs. Just ping me on Knock Knock.
A single photo and a melody. Feels like chasing shadows. Belle, where do you think we should start?
Maybe we should start with Port Elpis. A woman with her eyes covered isn't exactly someone you see every day. Remember when we went to visit the sea? I'm pretty sure we spotted someone like that back then. Remember? I was in a bad mood that day, so you took me to the port to clear my head. We bought some fries, but you were so busy staring at that girl with her eyes covered, a seagull snatched them right out of your hand.
Why do you sound mad? Now that I think about it, that woman did look a lot like the one in the photo. I was just a bit distracted. I didn't mean to stare. Next time I'll make sure to watch my fries more carefully. Well, thanks to you, we've got a lead now. Let's head to the port and see what we can find.
Teleporto. Teleporto. Igual, una de las cosas interesantes de Transformers es que a diferencia de otros programas es más realista. Y de hecho, en la mayoría hay personajes que mueren o que cambian, yo qué sé, ¿no? Y eso lo hace más interesante, digamos. We have arrived. Let's find this one. However, we saw that woman a week ago. Let's go. Hay que preguntar por She, la clásica. I'm just a fisherman, I don't see anything. And then you bribe the guy and... oh no, we have to bribe the guy first. He was around here somewhere, okay. I'm a fisherman, I don't see people. This. Pero... ah. Muchos están al otro lado del universo esa pista. A ver si es de ese tipo de cosas que si tienes suerte vas justo a la pista correcta y ya está. Welcome to Mr. Potato. French fries with churros. That combination. ¿Qué te parece la combinación esa de churros con papas fritas, Rex? Así en largas, o sea, como patatas francesas, digamos. Ahí me parece una combinación letal, ¿eh? O sea, mala idea. No estaría mal, pero... lastimosamente ahorita no puedo comprar nada, Rex. Los bancos de acá han bloqueado todos los pagos por internet. Por alguna razón. Una macana. Ya desde hace un mes debe ser. Lo único que puedes comprar técnicamente son suscripciones a el Disney, HBO, etc. O sea, streaming, digamos. Lo único que han dejado. Los demás han dicho, muéranse. Alguien puede pensar en los gamers. Me han arruinado eso igual en el Fortunachos. Porque justo he dicho, me voy a comprar el paquete para todo el año. Y voy y no sirve y había sido que lo habían cerrado el asunto ese. Nada que ver, súper denso, ¿no, Drex? ¿Qué te parece? Y todo por la especulación, Disc. Porque ni siquiera es en plan, el país está sin dinero, por eso cancelamos, ¿no? Es especulación. Es lo peor de todo, man. Have you seen this girl? Yeah, maybe twice a month. Or every 2 months. Never spoken to her. And she seems like a loner. I don't know where she came from. Are you looking this one? I can be on the lookout if you are. Thanks. By the way, you want some French fries? The seagulls always steal them from me. It's fine. These seagulls are too active lately. I wonder if this will affect the cells. It seems like from now on, I won't be able to feed them. Troll. Más bien, creo que una historia súper buena es más bien cuando el personaje más querido es el que se lo cepillan al final. O que se sacrifica por algún motivo, si me entiendes. Porque puede que sea el personaje más pero ese sacrificio tiene un significado, ¿no? Entonces hace que la historia sea más poderosa si quieres. Es como yo decía, por ejemplo, no sé si has visto a mi amigo el Harry. Tenía que morirse, hubiera sido un final poético hermoso si se moría el tipo. Pero por alguna razón se salva con el tecnicismo el tipo y medio chafas, digamos. Okay, let's go on top of the lighthouse to see. An elder man shows up behind you before you can get in. What are you doing? It's closed. I didn't know. This lighthouse has years without maintenance. If something were to happen to you there, who would be responsible? Besides, what do you want to do there? I'm looking for a person. Never seen her before. She's been around here. Really? Normally I'm around the lighthouse. She's around the docks, then I wouldn't see her. Maybe you should look there. Haven't seen her around here. Okay. They say, haven't found any good information. Let's go back. Ay, el tipín estaba a mi lado. Qué trololol.
No luck on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
El spoiler del Rex. Alguien muere en el Danny. Maybe we can try with the harmonica.
It was wishful thinking to assume that a quick stroll through the port would solve this. But since we're here, might as well give the harmonica a try. Whether it works or not, you owe me some fries before we head back.
I'll do whatever you say, but Belle, would you mind giving the harmonica a try instead? I'm curious to how it sounds.
Wow, you sure know how to set me up. I'm telling you now, though, I can't promise what it'll sound like.
How do I put this? It sounds okay once you get used to it. But nothing happened, so I guess we should just get some fries and head back.
Excuse me. Were you the ones playing the harmonica just now?
Sorry. My sister didn't mean to make such a commotion. We'll just... Wait. You're the one in the photo. Sorry about that. I didn't hear any footsteps, so I didn't realize you were right beside us.
My apologies. Moving quietly is second nature to me. I didn't mean to startle you. If I may ask, where did you learn that melody?
Well, the two of us are proxies, and this song was given to us by a client. We never thought it would actually help us find you. Our client is the one looking for you. Why don't we discuss the details somewhere else?
I see. Please lead the way. I'd also like to meet this client of yours.
Let's head back to the store.
Okay, let's go check in with Shepard. Oh, I almost forgot. Your name is...
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time, but I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
Charon. Ahí está la sniper del Rex. You come back to the store with this girl named Charon.
Miss Charon, I just reached out to the information broker who posted the commission. He should be here shortly, and you'll be able to meet the client soon. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll get you something to drink.
Thank you, but please, don't mind me. By the way, the second row from the top on your TV wall, third unit from the left. It has a connection issue. You might want to check it out when you have time.
Let me see. You're right. How did you know? No wonder there's been some lag lately.
I rely on my hearing. I lost most of my vision in an accident. I can just about make out the outlines of my surroundings. To move around like an average citizen, I've trained my other senses to be extremely sharp. I heard a faint buzzing sound. By moving around the room and noticing the change in sound, I was able to pinpoint the location of the faulty TV.
Sorry. I hope my question didn't seem rude.
No need to apologize. Vision isn't the only way to perceive the world. As proxies, you two should know that better than most. Anything that can be seen with your eyes can never be considered a secret.
Pero yo estoy hablando de los humans, Rex, de los humans. There's an uncomfortable silence there.
It's me again. You two found the target already? Wow, Phaethon, you guys are incredible. If you're always this fast, you could take on anything.
I'm glad you're impressed. But why do I get the feeling you aren't very happy? You look a little uneasy.
Where to start? It's great that you were able to find the woman in the photo, but there's a new problem. I can't get in touch with the client anymore. There's been no reply from his knock-knock account since yesterday. I brushed it off at first, but there's still no reply today. Just when I thought he might have skipped town, his account suddenly sent me a location, the edge of a hollow. Who sends something like that in normal circumstances?
Based on what you've said, there's a good chance the client encountered some trouble involving the hollow. Still, it's too early to say for sure.
Either way, I'll keep trying to reach the client. I hope he's alright. Let's stay in touch for now. We won't be wrapping up this commission for a while.
Sorry, but I overheard your conversation. Could you share that location with me? If I investigate the hollow, I might pick up some clues.
You're Miss Charon? No offense, but the hollow isn't somewhere just anyone can waltz into. Without a carrot or combat personnel, it's a death trap. You should wait.
I'm a soldier. I served with the Air Defense Force under the Chrysoberyl Division. Even after retiring, I've made countless trips into the hollow. You can trust in my combat skills. The heart rates of you and the two proxies here seem to have just spiked. Don't worry. My military days are far behind me. I have no current ties with them. As for getting into the hollow, proxies, can I request your assistance? I don't know anyone else who could guide me. I'll pay the commission fee as best I can. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. I'll think of something.
We'd like to find the client ASAP too. I mean, who's gonna cover our commission fee otherwise? Besides, if we said no, you'd just head into the hollow alone, wouldn't you?
How did you know?
So that was your plan? You just remind me of how wise and I used to be. So desperate to find someone that we didn't even care if we were ready or not. Well, since Miss Charon wants to continue to investigate, I'm willing to act as the proxy for no additional fee. You can relax, Shepard.
I see. That works for me. With the client still unreachable, my hands are tied. Please, look into the hollow, and be careful.
I'm really sorry for troubling you both. Finding this client is very important to me, so I may have acted a bit out of line just now.
No worries. Seeing how determined you are to find the client, we couldn't just sit by and do nothing. Let's work together to find them.
Bien interesante eso que en sus, ¿qué se llaman? Sus lentes cambia de color la cosita de abajo, ¿no? Y asumo que con cartoons te refieres a las series animadas no anime. Estaba pensando, pero no se me ocurre nada, ¿eh? Ya, ¿dónde hay que ir? Eso, Caron, si no me equivoco, significa algo así como brasa. O sea, ya sabes, como una especie de carbón encendido, si quieres. Oh, it's giving us the tutorial, okay. Ya. ¿Qué será TDE? Vos que te sabes la terminología gamer en Spanish, Rex, ¿qué significa TDE?
Miss Caron, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
Well, and why don't you wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
Tranqueando como el Rex.
It'd be more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy. Recalibrating. Increase firepower. Fire support ready.
You can just... I can help! As you will. A group effort!
The path ahead. It should be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago. Here. One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think. Time to pin them down.
Ah, cierto, mira, salen sus clones disparando mientras estás con otro personaje. Qué loco.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo
That's crazy, my friend.
spatial distortions and reconstruction.
Get combat.
It seems like this character is better than I was anticipating. Parece que ese gatillo es nomás buena cosa de
That's
personaje,
why
¿eh?
each time we enter, we need the most up-to-date carrot. You're not lost because you can't remember.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
It's no trouble. There's a fissure nearby. We can use it to get back on the right path.
Bien chiquito ese efecto que se ve medio distorsionada por estar cerca del portal ese, ¿no? ¿O tú qué dices? I never realized that there were effects like that. We were standing next to the thing and our character was a little bit distorted because of the fracture.
By the way, Miss Carol,
That was cool.
how are you so fluid when you move and fight?
Recalibrating.
A ver el
That's
super.
one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they changed. Fire support.
Leave it to me!
I can't see most things clearly, but I'm able to detect the ethereals and other objects. Gotcha covered. Ether vision active.
Wait, something's
Estamos jugando básicamente como el Rex, ¿no? El sniper. A man and a woman are lying on the floor. There's the smell of blood. Impossible to ignore from them. Following the origin of this smell, you find they have been struck by bullets. They don't breathe. No pulse. Both of them are dead. Cause of death, massive hemorrhage by gunshots. Time of death, around 1 or 2 hours. Just before we got into the hollow. That means that We haven't only lost contact with the client. It's not that simple. Someone is murdering people in the hollow. For now, I don't detect any signals of this assassin in the surrounding area, but there is a big possibility that it's still in the hollow. Proxy, stay next to me and don't move. I'll protect you. I would like to take these bodies with me, but it will be too risky to do it without knowing where the assassin is. Proxy, save the coordinates of this place. We'll take them out after confirming this area is secure. I'm sorry, this floor must be very cold. May you rest in peace.
What could have happened? Who did this?
Given the depth of the wound and the caliber of the bullet,
The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on?
time to pin them down.
You cannot stop me. Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop. Accept this. A group effort!
Adjusting for wind. Those are high-pressure ether storage tanks, filled with highly concentrated ether. Copy.
All right. Kindly.
As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
Such high ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Can you see? Wait, let me clean this up! Heron, it'll be dangerous if we keep moving forward.
Understood. These storage tanks are high-risk items manufactured by military-industrial companies. They're rare, even on the black market.
A ver, mantén presionado para ejecutar el disparo. We have to snipe for real? Hay que franquear de verdad, caramba. Oh no, Glostlyn no es bueno disparando con la palanquita. Glostlyn is not good shooting with the stick, my friends. This is not good. Okay, when the cannon with the gun flashes blue, you can do the next shot. On the contrary, you will do a burst. Each shot consumes one bullet. Hold on the button to do a burst. The burst shots are quick, but they do less damage. Okay. Okay, you can zoom in apparently. Oh, if you use the telescopic vision, you consume 5 bullets. You have to destroy all 5 of these apparently to take out the smoke. Uf, re sensible, caramba.
All high-pressure ether tanks have been disabled. We can keep moving.
Qué loco, ¿eh? Más bien que no eran enemigos, porque ahí sí hubiéramos sufrido más. Thankfully, it was not moving
Heron,
targets.
I'm detecting 4 life forms up ahead. Let's go take a look.
Proxy, there are 4 people over here. They're all still alive. I'm not detecting any ether fluctuations from any other life forms nearby.
Great, that's a relief. Charon, can you confirm their condition?
Confirmed. One is seriously injured. A bullet pierced their lung. The other 3? No internal injuries, just a few minor wounds. They're all unconscious. The one with severe wounds. His etheric fluctuations are nearly completely gone. He's beyond saving.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
There must be something we can do. I'll contact the hospital and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
No answer. Sits right next to the dying man. Plays the harmonica. In the hollow, invaded by this deep blood smell, there's a familiar melody playing. It's the same song that showed up in the music sheet of the client. With these sweet sounds of the harmonica, the man stops mumbling and remains listening in silence until he finally closes his eyes forever.
Charon, what's wrong? It looks like you're in pain.
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now was one of them. Staring into death. It's not something I handle well.
My head. Where am I? Who are you people? I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
The culprit should be gone by now. Charon, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Without the strength to carry more bodies, your limit is to check out the coordinates for those who have the intention to inform the situation anonymously to the Public Security Ministry when this is all over. You and Charon and the 3 survivors are vigilant to the surrounding while they get close to the metro entrance in front of the twin dancers or ballerinas, I think. Ya decía yo, el Rex no contesta, se debe ir a comer o algo así. Roxy, let's rest a little bit. Okay. I know those survivors. They just got away from an assassin. They probably need a complete scan, mental and physical. I don't think any one of those was the client. After waking up, they have no reaction by seeing me. if they were the ones that contacted you, they would have shown a sign of recognizing me. I'll be on the lookout for the assassin. Can you speak with those three? They should know something. Okay. Si no me equivoco, los subtítulos están en Spanish, Rex. Pero es que el juego en sí no tiene, que se llama voces. Solo tiene ruiditos, si no me acuerdo mal. Porque empecé a jugar ese en uno de esos stream selectors que pidió Kit hace unos años. Tengo todavía, creo, los videos, creo. No los he subido al YouTube, pero... porque tengo el game en el Play. Fue divertido porque no pasé a la primera zona. Porque Kid me retó a que no esperas una hora en el principio y esperé la hora. Heavy breathing. Breathe slowly. These emotions are too intense. The wound could open again. I still want to throw up. The fear of being hit by a sniper is not going away. Are you okay? I'm fine. You're the ones that save us. I am not in my best moment. But I'm almost recovered from the scare. I remember you. You were looking for someone by LP's dogs, right? Uh-huh. What a shame. I wasn't expecting to see you again. Me looking like this. What are your names? Zoe and Erin. You want to throw up again? I can barely hold it in. You wanted to ask something? I have some questions. No problem. As long as we can answer. How were you kidnapped? As for me, as you may know, I was looking at the landscape in LP's docks. After that, I was driving on my way home through a lonely road when it seemed like I was crashing into something. So I stepped down off the car to check it out, and when I did, someone hit me from behind and left me unconscious. I still have the bruise on my head. You can touch it if you want. Let's see. Effectively, there's a wound on the back of your head. In my case, I was sitting on my roommate's home, or I mean my friend's home, and someone forced the door. Apparently, put some food or water or something. I'm not sure what it did exactly, but after we had something to eat, we both fainted. You only rescued 3 people. Was there another woman? Only you 3. No, porque estaba interesante como para hacerlo en el directo, pero en esas épocas estaba pasando no me acuerdo qué game y por eso no nos dio el tiempo de pasarlo. Si quieres podríamos intentar. Es que es uno de esos jueguitos interesantes porque me acuerdo que cuando salió tengo mi amigo de Argentina justo que hablaba full con él hace tiempo y me dijo, este juego es interesantemente bueno. porque te saca de onda. Yo dije, suena bien, pero en esas épocas no compraba muchos juegos de Steam. Entonces no lo pude probar hasta después, digamos. Porque no habían tantas rebajas como ahora, ¿no? Que hay la venta de Steam y te puedes comprar todos los juegos de la vida porque están bien descontados, riquito, ¿no? O sea, 50 off para abajo. Pero en esas épocas, a lo máximo era, digamos, 10%, 15%, algo así. Entonces, te comprabas un Doom, digamos, $40 o algo así, o 50, y ya no te alcanzaba para nada más. Pues. Ok. Try to calm down. Anyways, thanks to you and my companion here, I think this assassin would have get rid of us easily. Why we were its target. I can hold it in. Bleh. Bien coqueta la tipina, ¿no? I'm saved. I can't believe I made it out alive. What's your name? I'm Jesse. Thanks for saving me. This crazy man was shooting at me. I thought I was going to die. What happened in the hollow? I was tied of hands and feet, and I was thrown into the hollow. Luckily, I always carry a knife, you may say. Those that flip key, I don't know how to say that. Flip knife. So I tried to take it out of my pocket and got down the rope to escape. But I was already surrounded by ethereals. All of a sudden, someone shot them from the shadows. Oh, someone shot me from the shadows. I got scared and I lay down on the floor to dodge the shots. But the attacker kept on shooting. The only thing I could do was run for my life. Something told me that crazy and had no intention of killing me immediately, but it was enjoying my pathetic escape. Every shot caused me a wound, but none of them were lethal. So I kept on running, trying to avoid the hollows. I mean the ethereals and the sniper. In the end, I managed to hide in a place with less ethereals. But that crazy one kept on... Oh no, shot me with a sedative. And I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I found you. Qué loco, ¿eh? ¿Apoyas la emoción? ¿Quieres un Undertale entonces?
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the defense force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internet information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's Cortes squad.
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Well, that's... I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather forget. I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impera squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow Zero?
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for, male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know. This is very important to me. You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person? Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
Supongo que si no hacemos el martes el Terraria puede empezar ese asunto. O sea, continuar más bien dicho. No me acuerdo qué hice antes, pero continuar.
Phaeton, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There are traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Well, just take a look for yourself. I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
We've been chasing dead ends with absolutely no clues, and now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just a disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to handle the situation.
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides, asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's messages anymore?
I understand, I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan, they were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
I get how anxious you must feel. Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
What? Oh, there you go. No sé por qué me daba otra cosa en vez de abrir la puerta, caramba. For some reason the door was glitched. Okay. So it seems like it is 5 more missions. I don't think we will be able to finish this on time. Parece que son 5 misiones más, así que no sé si vamos a lograr completarlo, ¿eh?
At your disposal. Want a glass of nitro? I'm sorry.
Proxy, look at this. A communicator left right at the hollow's entrance.
Why is there a communicator here? It doesn't look like it was randomly left behind.
There's hardly any dust on its surface, which means it was only placed here recently. It looks like someone wants us to use it.
Oh, such decisiveness. Following random location info without even thinking twice. I'm glad, Sniper of Liar Squad.
Who are you? And by Sniper of Liar Squad, are you referring to Charon?
Sniper. Or should I say Charon now? Haven't you shared your past with our dear Proxy? If introductions aren't your strong suit, I'd be happy to show you how. You can call me Grim Vulture, the one behind this string of murders. You see, I've been working my way down a list, crossing off names. And now, Charon of Liar Squad, your name's next.
Looks like you've done your homework on me. Just because my presence interfered with your plan, you've decided to take me out for good?
I thought you were just going to be another obstacle in my way. And now, with you in my sights, this must be some kind of destiny.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I'm looking for someone. Given that you're waiting at the hollow entrance they shared, I'm guessing you have them. If you hand them over, perhaps we can make a deal.
El disparo y te salva, aparentemente.
Is stalling for time to locate me and lining up your shot? Can't say I'm surprised. After all, that's exactly what I plan to do too. You seem to have rather unique eyes, but you'll never get the chance to hit me. After all, no one's better at counter-sniping than me.
Seems talking won't resolve this, but I'm not averse to using force.
Now that's the spirit! If you're looking for someone, why not search the hollow for clues? Providing you can survive both my attacks and those of the ethereals, of course. Oh, and I've prepared a little gift for all your trouble. I hope you still have that determined look on your face after seeing it.
El momento hype del Rex. Sniper contra sniper.
We're waiting. Here.
Nothing between.
Embrace your fear.
Show no mercy.
Go now, child.
Now's my chance!
Ether vision activate.
Hey, idiots, I'm here!
It has an unpleasant smell. You have the feeling something wrong will happen if you open it. It's a bloody military hat. It's a message even though you don't know who are they. Dead. Don't touch the interior. She takes the hat. Her lips are trembling. I'm fine, Proxy. If my touch doesn't fail me, this was worn by one of my companions. Or at least an imitation of those. Maybe this is the surprise this vulture was talking about. Let's keep going forward. Karen doesn't say anything else, but while she's reloading her gun, you know that her hands are trembling slightly, and she's holding her weapon tightly.
You still remember what's inside the one sneaks cap, the one sticks always wore. Curious as to how he died? I'll tell you. He took his own life. Well, it wasn't much different from being offed by ethereals. Ethereals had almost completely taken over his body. He was being corrupted, covered in deeper crystals. His whole was fully formed.
Another high-pressure ether tank. And a lot of ethereals have already been drawn to it.
Okay, this time I'm going to wait for the dialogue because last time we missed a little. Second box. Caronte's breathing is heavier. He remains, how do you say that? Not moving for a couple seconds. Oh, still, she remains still for a couple seconds, like trying to hold on her emotions. Caron, don't force yourself. She opens the box. A pair of military gloves covered in blood, in a bad shape. Inside of the box. They are in a very crooked position. It is clear that whoever put them there didn't just throw them in, but it was deliberately put this way. Karen takes the gloves, inspecting their shape and the cold to the touch. Her lips go pale, as I thought. These are from one of my former teammates, Karen. Let's keep going, Proxy. If we follow this route, we should be able to get to the vulture's hideout. I'm fine. Karen grips her gun, and she can no longer hide her nervousness in her voice.
Acheron's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them.
Here.
As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander, even her gloves are stylish.
With my best gun! Fire support ready.
Such a pity. In the end, all her hands were missing. Oh, don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Quick shot!
Such beautiful hands. People could no longer hold her. Ethereals gnawed off her arms and part of her leg as well. the backbone. She stood tall, even in
Adjusting for wind.
It's just a nice death. She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful flowers will wither without protection.
¿Sabes qué? Esto
Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie this time?
Esto me recuerda a ese jefe del Evil Within 2, que es lo más rescatable del game.
Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do.
Pero en el caso del Evil Within era más bueno porque estaba el tipo ahí enfrente.
Hurry up then. I've got one final surprise location for you.
Algo así como en el Metal Gear cuando peleas contra el Psycho Mantis, algo así.
Figured out the route to
Es
get
más
to
impactante porque está frente a ti el tipo.
the surprise is at the end of the road.
En cambio ese te está hablando de re lejos, entonces pierde el impacto, digamos.
Come a little closer. Leave it to me.
Third box. You grab Karon's hand and try to prevent her from opening this one. But she just instinctively opens the box. The tier box also has a bloody piece of clothing and an engineering equipment in bad shape with bloodstains. Karon picks them up and inspects their shapes with her fingers that are trembling, and she remains silent about the strategy to counterattack the Green Vulture, nor about her companions, from whom these objects belong to. Yeah, that was hard.
You found the third box. Inside is... Who was it again? Oh, right. A piece of muddy fabric from Cocytus's clothes and some damaged engineering gear stained with Leafy's blood. There weren't enough boxes, so I had to cram them together. They're just a medic and an engineer. Not exactly combat material, right? Surely you're not mad, are you?
Karon is completely pale while holding the objects in her hands. Incapable of saying anything, it is clear she's losing it. And you can say, stop. Yeah, stop.
Enough already! Using her squad mates, her family to mentally torture her? That's vile. How much longer are you planning on doing this?
Oh dear, did I go too far? My sincerest apologies. It's just watching you plunge headfirst into my trap was so entertaining. I may have gotten a bit carried away, you know? Relax. The person you're looking for isn't here, and those are just fakes. I didn't actually take them from her comrades. Her comrades are long since corpses in the hollow, to be sure. But as I've already said, your awareness, sight, and experience mean nothing in front of a more skilled sniper.
I didn't expect to kill you so easily. There was a subtle change in your ether fluctuations the moment I fired. That was all I needed. You knowing my past makes me feel sick. But after seeing that you're just a coward who feels fear from another's killing intent, it doesn't bother me as much anymore.
Coward, you say? How fascinating. You were little more than a hollow shell before, but now that you've bared your teeth, you've started looking somewhat respectable. I know your composure is nothing more than a facade. You've never truly faced the weight of your comrades' deaths, have you? I bet your mind is now filled with their dying screams.
Karen and I both believe her squad is still alive. You can drop the act. Why are you so fixated on Karen? Just because she used to be in the defense force? She has nothing to do with your target.
Nothing to do with it? Then why don't you go ask her about it? What surprises me more is you actually believe her teammates are still alive. Don't tell me she dragged you into all this danger without telling you anything.
Shut up.
If she won't tell you, I will. Those so-called alive squad mates of hers went missing during the fall of the old capital. I'm sure you know exactly what that means. When the old capital fell, countless Defense Force soldiers were either killed by ethereals or became them. The surviving soldiers, struggling to defend themselves, never had the opportunity to carry their comrades' bodies out of Hollow Zero. Obviously, her squad mates, the members of Liar Squad, were among the dead. But since their bodies were never found, she insists they're still alive. Even going as far as to deceive her own proxy. It's laughable.
I didn't lie to the proxy. They're alive. I have proof. Someone like you could never understand.
I could never understand? You think it's hard to understand your childish thought process? If you really have solid proof, why not tell me? Come on, let's hear it!
My eyes. I lost nearly 90% of my vision during the fall of the old capital. But in return, I gained the ability to see what others can't. Every second of every day for years, I've seen my squad mates. Not as fleeting shadows, but vivid and lifelike. They've never disappeared. They're alive, waiting for me to find them. Why else would I have been given these eyes?
That's your proof? Did you hear that? Proxy hiding in the bamboo. She spent years chasing after people who couldn't possibly exist, all because of some ghostly visions. You'd rather believe those visions of your teammates are real-time projections than accept that they're dead. What if I told you the way I described their deaths before was the absolute truth? Will you finally face reality? Or will you keep fooling yourself, believing in ghosts? I guess you'll keep deceiving yourself, because that's how you survive.
I'm not lying to myself. I really
want to find your squad mates who have been missing for years and were officially declared dead? You couldn't protect them when the old capital fell, and now you're just making up stories to fool yourself. To give yourself some so-called reason to go on, to latch on to any stupid excuse. You're just a selfish, naive coward who did nothing and couldn't do anything when your comrades were dying. Giving up already.
She gets stoned by his words, basically.
Got a shred of dignity left. Nothing disgusts me more than a useless hypocrite. Enough of this. Time to die, coward.
Karen is not a coward. Someone who'd enter perilous hollows just to find what they seek. Someone who'd play music to console a dying soul, despite the pain in their eyes, is anything but a coward. At the very least, she's far braver than a criminal like you, who hides in the shadows, enjoys torturing others, and is constantly in fear of being caught.
Proxy,
Your proxy sure has a way with words. I won't waste any more of my breath. Just die already.
I've completed analysis of the surrounding fissures. Charon, snap out of it. We can use that fissure to escape.
Fissures? When did you... Still trying to play tricks.
You can't counterattack anymore. Charon turns around and runs towards the fissure. In an instant. Okay, they were shot, but they managed to escape barely, apparently. Apparently. Really, I wish those things were a cinematic or something. Hubiera sido bien que eso sea un cinemático o algo así.
Charon, do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
Would you be willing to share more? What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with the standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control, and more importantly, the reinforcements never came. The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster. Hollow Zero was devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated. Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation. I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds, I shortly lost consciousness. I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last... It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious, eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The Defense Force? Civilians? No one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes. It's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
Yeah, right now, the best thing you can do is trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you. No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
The tension goes away slowly. The next step is to discuss what to do with this guy.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour.
I think.
Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going? Oh, never mind. The client just shared a new location with me on Knock Knock.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute? What's Grim Vulture up to?
It's Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
So, they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
She sleeps at the store, and they will go on the next morning. Okay, I think we can finish the video here. Creo que podemos terminar el video así. Así que si están viendo esto desde YouTube y les gustó lo que vieron, recuerden ponerle like, comentar, suscribirse para más videos, o mejor aún pasen por el directo como estamos ahora para compartir los momentos con nosotros. El link está abajo en la description. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, or even better, comment stream. To share this moment wrestling right now, link will be in the description. Así que sin nada más que decir, digo, final de video. A mí entonces se end of the video.